Oh, say good morning.
Ozar! That's my freaking buddy Ozar. Have a good day, buddy. Look at him. He's like such a hero. The rest of the kids. Have a good day, girl. Bye. Say bye. Say bye. Good morning.
Good morning.
Beautiful day to have brought the 240 home. Whoa. Yep. Another beautiful day. Hair looking crazy. Just made it to the shop. It's gonna be a fun one today. Brandon's coming to do his clutch on his old 350 in there, and I definitely want to show you guys this right now. Look at this. This dude casually came home with this the other day. If you don't know, this is Junior Hurtado, good homie of mine, known him for years now. We rent the space out together. And this dude has a ton of cars. So I don't know how much you want me to show of this. I mean, at least it's, I don't know, M20, M30. I don't even know what this is.
I have no idea.
But I guess actually now that I'm thinking about it, I'm not going to show you too much. Is there anything you want to tell the people, or you kind of want to?
This is just what I'll say is this is kind of like a car that I've never really thought I would get, and it's not something that was kind of in my cards. It just kind of happened, and it's crazy that it happened. But nonetheless, I'm super grateful that it's here, and there's going to be a bunch of opportunities here with this thing, and yeah, I don't know.
Is this not going to look like this soon?
No.
And actually, speaking of new rigs, traded in the old BRZ for this hog. I just realized this hasn't seen the YouTube yet. This is a 2012 GMC Sierra Denali. This is one of the all-wheel drive models, so I've only had it for like a week. I didn't even know they made all-wheel drive trucks. Thought it was kind of like two-wheel or four-wheel all time. So with that being said, it's not a very desirable truck, and I kind of got it for what I feel is a good deal. It's got like 80K. It's a 1500, but it's got a 6.2 liter, fucking super clean black interior. It's pretty much like, not even trying to be that guy, but like, it's fully loaded to the nines. It's got what you need and not a blank button in it. So it's pretty cool. I did take like literally the running boards off. Probably gonna get some stock wheels for it, and you can't see it now, but it's got this like, it's got that bar in there, and the pixels are dead. And anyways, I said it in the past, it's not a truck channel, but I'm not gonna lie, between that and old Big Bird here, I could see some truck stuff being posted from time to time. So I mean, let's see how it does. Let me know what you think about that. The weather's finally nice in Washington, so everybody's out mowing their yard. So I'll give you the update of what's going on inside the shop with plastic. This is B-Man's 350Z. He's gonna be here doing a clutch, which he's been in the process of doing. Unfortunately, I'll throw a picture in here. Dude who did the clutch and like external fork and slave conversion totally butchered the job and snapped a couple bolts inside the crankshaft. So it's one of the more wild clutch jobs that I've ever been a part of. This Tiguan is freaking cursed. I'm not even gonna get into it. It's just cursed. Joey's EF. This thing's honestly the star of the show today for at least me. I think Brandon and Junior are gonna be working on this today. But this, if you don't know, is my girlfriend's EF Civic that we're doing a whole custom paint job on. Obviously, whole car isn't going to be flaked out like that. What we're going to do for the body is we're going to paint it, coincidentally, the color of that Z out there. Plasma red. That used to be my Z, and I had bought a gallon of paint for it a long time ago. I didn't use, not a long time ago, but long enough to where we can use it. And so there's the color. You can see we've got the rear end all fit and finished. Got the trunk dialed in. I'm sure you might have saw it there. You see how it's all smooth right here? This car actually had a massive section of it taken out that in some places we just chose to leave. There's a little battle scar, but you can't even tell. It was off like this more, that like blue color that the EFs come in. But so we did a pretty good job there. Body line looks good. Everything looks good, but primer will really show. I just wanted to give you guys a quick update on what was going on with everything in the shop, particularly the EF, because I think all that stuff I'm going to do today, I'm not going to do on camera like I was just telling you. It's more of a grind, sand prep, kind of boring. But I do want to feature what's going on with B-Man's car and just keep you guys up to date. Oh yeah, one more car too. This is Caleb's Blawby. Another one that if you've been following more in the background, this car is done. I mean, done, I'm done with it. Of course, I gave it a wash and pollen and birds decided to shit all over it. However, this car came a long way in too long of time, to be honest. I wish I could have got it done a little bit faster, but thankfully it's not as daily anymore. And really just wanted to get him ready to go to sell the car. This car used to be slammed.
Used to be dead down. House by jet now. We don't play radio. Don't master flicks now. I just got a new farm. About to go party vet now. And I got the dogs with me. Yeah, better call the vet now. I want some inside head now. About to call my bitch now. I got a Harley Davidson now. About to pat T-Rex now. I do the whip, no X now. I got chips and Vicks now. I'm about to Luke can't kick it now. I'm about to try with the shit now. Real big tongue on my kicks. Whoa, baby, put your tongue on my dick.
Yeah, I bet I'm gonna throw some stuff in the video and show you guys, but this car is like now the cleanest it's ever been, but the most stock it's ever been. This car got the whole side of it painted on both sides because the quarters were so banged up, and it's one piece going all the way up to the fender. And there was some major body work that had to be done on this side. Oh, and there was like a roof wing that was mounted to the C-pillar, so had to fix that up as well. It's not perfect. This car was in a pretty severe wreck, and I was kind of just fixing what the other guy had done prior, if that makes sense. But I'm still super proud of how this car came out. The paint matches good, and yeah, I mean, for black's hard, so can't hate it. And like I said, you can see how dirty it got with the pollen, but the interior is like wrapped up for what I can do in the hardware I have. It just needs to be buttoned up. I need the bolts and stuff like that. Caleb will probably end up doing all that, but it was just steering wheel out. It's the end of an era, man. Thought I'd update the vlog. B-Man's down here torquing his axles.
What up?
Got the clutch in his car all dialed in now. So, or not the clutch, I apologize, but just the oh no, the clutch is in. Yes, all the way. Yes, sir. Sorry about that. Yeah, clutch is in. He was able to get all 8 flywheel bolts. All 8 flywheel bolts 100% torqued and legit with the helicoils. So a little bit of everything. He's doing his rear axles now. Junior's making an exhaust for the E30. And don't worry, if you're worried about him welding in the grass, it is Washington. Although it's a nice day, it is constantly raining here, so the grass is always a little bit damp and moist. And like I said, a little bit of everything. I'm over here taping off some of the jams and all the trim to get the body ready for primer on this unit. So I've only got a little bit more to go. I think I'm more doing the other side. I need to get this driver door all done. So I wanted to wait for that for last so I can get access to any sort of gas door, trunk latch, anything I need. So I just got to go around and make sure I can avoid getting these trim pieces. It looks like these need to get primed as well in the process. So we're going to try and knock this and the trim getting primed at once while it's on the car. That's kind of the goal here, and that's why you see it done like that. So I'm basically just running a thin piece of, just like this, taking a piece of tape and back flipping it and putting it along this edge with a piece of this tape, or sorry, 2-inch tape with a paper towel. Looks like I need to touch up there, but basically the point of that is so that it can leave kind of a soft line instead of a hard line of paint. And so, or rather primer in this stage, but the same thing will be done during paint. And that allows just that much more of a cleaner finish while not allowing overspray to get inside the jam. So the inside of the trunk will get that same treatment, just so, same thing, this side can't get overspray on it as well, all our fresh paint we just did. Oh yeah. And we have magically made it here. So it's another, just like yesterday, type of grind day, beautiful day. Don't need to explain it. We're gonna get right into it. As far as this car goes, I've gone ahead and done at least a better job at tucking the wires up. I mean, I can't believe this is the better job, but there are a couple wires that had ripped for my fan switch that I fixed, and as well as ran the RCA cables and wired in the remote wire for some subs to the radio. Got some brackets and everything, mounted that down. And then unfortunately, when I was taking the old shift knob off, I think it's, yeah, the resin mold kind of started to spin around this insert where the threads are. So I'm afraid that if I put it on the next time, I might not get lucky and get it off in one piece. So I don't know, at least especially not with this weird ISR short shifter. It's like super rattly and stiff. So next thing we'll here by myself on the list for this car is going to be taking all this column and everything back apart and try and figure out why my dash lights turn on when the car's headlights are off. Well, I'm sorry guys, my phone ran out of storage again. I'm trying to get better at that, but I'm just working with my iPhone for now, so I appreciate you bearing with me. But I swear you missed nothing but me popping the hike. Once the Hikes thing popped out, I was able to at least fish my finger in there to get the back side of that switch, but wasn't able to actually pop it out of the bezel, which is fine. It was the only one that didn't make it, but I was able to unplug it nonetheless and get it out. Now, you missed me taking out 1, 2, and 3 screws to remove this, and no joke, the LEDs were just in backwards. If you've never put LEDs in any car before, especially an older one, they really tweak out, especially if they're not the correct polarity. And sometimes all it takes is just literally switching the orientation that it goes in. They only go in one way. And so now that it's done, you can see that when I flip my headlights on, green comes on, which is exactly what we want. When it's dark out, lights turn on. That's perfect. Now, honestly, I think I'm gonna hit y'all with some YouTube magic to get this back together. You ready? Boom. Oop. Got it all done. Me and Brandon took it for a drive earlier to go get some Panda, and everything works as it should. We found out before we went though that the sub, it's very interesting. I thought that, I don't know why, I just thought that the RCA cables and the remote wire was just gonna work, but it oh wait, it's missing a fuse. Oh, I wonder if that was part of it. Oh shit. Okay, I was just looking up an image online. It says these are inputs, so I'm still not 100% if it's going to work, but I have it all rigged up and I want to test it. All right, we'll skip forward a couple chapters. I've got the faceplate of the amplifier taken apart that's in the back side of the subwoofer. I've got multiple sources of power going to it, and I'm still not getting the result I'm looking for. So, I don't know, there's just this weird like solder flux like residue that I was looking up that this is all from what I'm looking up online, appears to be an issue if over a long time water is able to get in it and kind of create corrosion, which looks like that could be happening in some places. And I noticed that it was really bad in this area, which I've gone ahead and cleaned up. You almost couldn't even see the connection that's being made from that point to this joint right here. That's very important because looks like it's directly related to these guys, where it seems to be where we're having the power input issue. So I'm going to clean this up to the best of my ability with alcohol and see if we get anywhere. If not, then keep looking. It's back there thumping, so I don't know. Feeling pretty good. Okay, well, that thing's idling really high and it's kind of stressing me out, so we're gonna go getting on. I gotta go back to the shop, grab my laptop, figure we go for a night cruise and take this and end off this video. I wanted to wait till we had this thing at nighttime to show you all the lighting and everything. I'm stoked. This car's finally starting to feel like mine and became that much more of a vibe now that I can drive it at night, and it actually has things that make it cool, but also it just has dash lights. So thank you guys if you made it to this point in the video. Please do all the YouTube things and take it easy.